Yeah, hello student. This is the third part of sets. So two parts completed. In second part, I explained about operations on sets. First operation is difference. Second operation is union. Third operation is intersection. So for these three operations, I explained some important properties. It is closure property, commutative property, associative property, identity property, and one of them I also explained, that is idempotent law also, that is A union A equal to A and A intersection A equal to A. This law is called idempotent law. Okay, so after that, in set part 1 I explained about subset concept. Subset important, subset. So A and B are two sets. Every element of A is in B, then A is said to be subset of B, or B is said to be superset of A. Okay. Now interesting thing is A, B, C, D are some sets are given. A is one set, B is another set, C is another set, D another set. Some sets are given. Always there exists a new set which is superset to all these sets. The new set is called universal set. That is today's concept. Today's concept is about universal set. So again I want to explain. Observe here, A, B, C, D are some sets. Okay, so take any sets, any number of sets. Always there exists a new set which is superset to all. Means all these should be taken from that bigger set. Means all these sets should be subset to that bigger set. That bigger set is called universal set. For example, take our classrooms. This is a 9th T1 classroom, this is 9th T2 classroom, this is 9th T3, this is 9th T4. These all classrooms belongs to our building only, no? College building. So this college building is said to be the universal set for all these classrooms. Okay, last year we studied in 8th standard in junior foundation. There 8th I say R1, so 8th R2, 8th R3. These are sets. For these sets, universal set is that building, junior foundation building. So junior foundation building is not universal set for T1, T2, T3, T4. So this building is universal set for T1, T2, T3, T4. Understood? So if some sets are given, under the consideration, all these sets should be taken from a bigger set. That bigger set is said to be universal set. So this building is universal set for these classrooms. This building is universal set for these classrooms. Like that, universal set is defined here. A universal set is a set which contain all the elements or object of other sets. Interesting. Observe, Nana. A universal set is set of contain all the elements or object of other sets. Okay, including its own elements. It is usually denoted by U. Now onwards, universal set denoted by U. U, capital U. Okay, so I will write U. Some books they are saying that mu, a Greek letter mu, or another Greek letter xi. These all are representation for universal set. Generally, U will use for representing universal set. Okay. Yeah, students, observe, Nana. For example, set A given, that is 1, 2, 3. Some set B given, 0, -1, 7. Two sets are given. These two sets are taken from another set only. Or always these two sets should be subset to another set that should exist. So I can write that set is 0, -1, -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can take like that. So observe, every element of is in U only. Every element of B is in U only. Here U is superset for A and B. So such a set is called universal set. Understood? So a universal set is a set which contains all the elements or objects of other sets, including its own elements. In this example, own elements means I can say, yeah, 9, this 7, 8. 8 is own element. It only belongs to U. The element does not belong to A and B. So if some sets are taken, means always those sets should be taken from an universal set only. Okay, so note, A union U means what? U only. U only bigger set, no? A is subset to U only always. A is subset to U only. Automatically A union U. A union U, U only, no? This is one note. Second note, A intersection U. A intersection U equal to A only. No? A subset of U. A subset of U. A part of U. The intersection what? A only, obviously. Okay. Third one. U union U. U only. U intersection U. What is intersection? U only. U intersection pi. What is that? Pi only. Okay. So this is about universal set and important. Next, complement of a set definition. Complement of a set. Complement of a set. Okay. A set means automatically there exists a set which is superset to that now, always. Okay. Complement of a set. The complement of set A is denoted by, okay, I want to use another color for that, A power C nana. Read as complement A or sometimes A power dash. A complement only. The complement of set A is denoted by A complement Rn and defined as A complement equal to mu minus A. Set A existing means automatically that should be a subset to universal set only, no? So from universal set you want to remove the elements which are in A, then what you will get, that is called A complement. So example, okay, sure. U is taken as for example 1, 2, 3, 4 and A is a part of U, no? That is 1, 2. I can't write 1, 2, 7. Then this is not become universal set for A. 7 is not there, no? U. Okay, 1, 2 is taken. What is A complement? A mu minus A. Mu minus A means from U. You want to remove the elements which are in A. 1 should be removed. 2 should remove. What are the rest means? I can say 3, 4. That is 3, 4. One important note. What? A complement whole complement is A only. Again find complement of this. A mu minus A complement. 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 3, 4. What happened? Again 1, 2 only we get. No, 1, 2 only. That is A only. A complement whole complement is equal to A. A complement whole complement again whole complement, that is equal to A complement. So odd number means A complement, even number means A only. So this is the concept of complement of a set. Okay, next note. What is U complement? What is pi complement? Okay, these two important. U complements are U minus U. U minus U, don't say 0, no, that is empty set. So pi complement U minus pi, U minus pi, U minus pi, U only. So U complement, universal set complement is pi only. Pi complement is equal to universal set. These two are two important notes. Okay students, this is a very important part for sets. Venn diagrams. Venn diagrams were introduced in 1880 by John Venn in a paper entitled On the Diagrammatic and Mechanical Representation of propositions and reasonings in the philosophical magazine and journal of science. So what this Venn diagram says, so here Venn diagrams are also called primary diagram, set diagram or logical diagram. These all are Venn diagrams are known as primary diagram or set diagram or logical diagram. Is a diagram that owns all possible logical relations between a finite collection of different sets. So students, this is very important part for set theory, Nana. So by using Venn diagrams, we can learn set theory easily. So in 1880, John Venn is first used these diagrams to represent sets. After Euler is extended that. Sometimes these diagrams are called John Euler and Venn diagrams, John Venn and Euler diagrams. Okay, just by using some simple geometrical figures, they represent sets. For example, set A is taken as 1, 2, 3, 4. This is one of the way to represent a set. Just this is called list form of a set or roster form of a set. After collecting the elements, they are separated by commas and enclosed by two flower bracket. This is called one set. Set form. This is one of the form of representation of set. Another form is set builder form is there. So John Venn, instead of writing sets in rule form or list form, used simple enclosed geometrical figure to represent sets. For example, to represent this set, what he used? He used a simple enclosed geometrical figure. Inside he wrote 1, 2, 3, 4 without commas. He given that this named by A. This is set A. This is set A. So another simple geometrical figure. He wrote this is 7 comma. Commas not there. Sorry, commas won't be. Yeah, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is another set to be. Simple enclosed geometrical figures are used to represent sets. Okay, nowadays general circles are taken as represent a set. Set P, this one. So inside A, B, C, D means this is a set P containing elements A, B, C, D. Usual notation this one. This is Venn diagram. This is called Venn diagram for this set. This is called Venn diagram for this set. Nowadays circular regions are taken to represent sets. That is one thing. Clearly I explained. If some sets are taken, automatically there exists a universal set. So what I told here, sets are denoted by some simple closed geometrical figures. But what about universal set? So in general, universal set is denoted by rectangular region. Universal set is represented by rectangular region. Students, listen. These all are called Venn diagram. This is set P, this is set A, this is set B, this is set U, universal set. So these diagrams are called Venn diagrams, or you can say Venn and Euler diagrams. So I will explain through examples. This is very important concept. For example, a problem is given. U is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And A equal to 1, 2, 4. Draw a Venn diagram for this situation. How to draw Venn diagram for this situation? First, universal set should draw. Nana. So A is a subset to U. No, observe. No, A is a proper subset to U only here. Or another second say A is subset to U only. Every element of A is in U. Generally, universal set denoted by rectangle. You need to write rectangle first. At the top, you need to write union. U, you should write U. Now A set should be inside. No, already I explained. No, sets are denoted by closed geometrical figures. To draw one circle or anything, simple enclosed geometrical figure. So write A here now. First of all, fill the elements of A. 1, 2, 4. U. 1 also belongs to U. 2 also belongs to U. 4 also belongs to U. 1, 2, 4 are completed. No, what are the remaining? 1, 2, 4. What are remaining? 3, 5. You write outside 3, 5. So this is the Venn diagram for this situation. One example. So example 2 I will take. Yeah, u equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Just explanation purpose I am taking only natural numbers. No, don't think that in sets always you want to use a natural number. That is not correct. Any number you can take. No? So a is 1 comma 3 comma 5 and b is equal to 3 comma 5 comma 6. Sorry, 6. Draw Venn diagram for this situation. Okay, easy one only. Observe all of you. First of all, always you want to draw a rectangle to represent universal set. First thing. Next what Nana? AB. What type of sets AB should identify first of all? Their common elements are there between A and B, that should identify first. So common elements are there. If common elements are actually for example, this is universal set and this is set A, this is set B. Nana. So what happened? No common elements between these two. No common elements between these two. So but here what happened? Some common elements are there. No? 3, 5. That's why students here A and B should be taken as intersecting circles because common elements are there. No? Now you want fill the elements. First of all, you want fill this portion. Common portion should fill. Nana. After portion A, after portion B, after you should fill. First of all, we want to fill common portion. That is here you need to fill. What are the common elements for A and B? Yeah, 3 is common, 5 is common. Do write 3, 5 here. 3, 5 first. 3, 5 completed. Now you want to fill A. I want to fill A. Already 3, 5 are also belongs to A only. No, just you write 1 here 1. So A filled. A 1, 3, 5 completed. Now I want to fill B. Nana. I want to fill B. Already 3, 5 are filled. 3, no, just you need to fill 6. So AB completed. Now I want to fill U. So you want to fill the elements in U. Already 1 is filled, 3 is filled, 5 is filled, 6 is filled. What are the rest elements? 2 and 4. Right outside 2, 4. So this is the Venn diagram for this situation. Okay. Here I want to define about disjoint sets. Disjoint and non-disjoint sets. Okay. Disjoints and non-disjoint sets. Disjoint sets. Here only no meaning. Disjoint. They won't join. Circles won't join. These are not disjoint sets. These two are disjoint sets. They are not joining. No, these two are not joining. So some common elements are there between two sets. Those are not called disjoint sets. If no common element between two sets, they are said to be disjoint sets. Okay, that I will write. Two sets A and B are said to be disjoint if A intersection B equal to empty. A intersection B empty means they should not join. Two circles should not touch each other. There is no common elements between A and B. Then you can say that they are disjoint sets. Otherwise, they are said to be joint sets. Example I will write. A equal to some 1 comma 7 comma minus 9. B equal to 1 by 2 comma 4 comma 3. Observe what is A intersection B here, Nana? No common elements, no? Empty set only intersection B. Such situation the two sets are called disjoint sets. In Venn diagram sense, so observe here, this is universal set, this is set A, this is set A and this is set B. They are not joint each other, there is no common element between them. In this situation, those two sets are called disjoint sets. Okay. So in this situation, what you call, Nana? These are called joint sets, not disjoint. Common elements will be some common elements. So this is the definition of disjoint sets. Okay. Now Venn diagrams in different situations. One by one I will write. Situation 1, A is a proper subset of U. How to draw the Venn diagram? Number 2, A comma B are the proper subset of U or subset of U, that is not big problem, and A intersection B equal to empty. Third one, A comma B is subset of unit set and A intersection B not equal to pi. Now we want draw the Venn diagram for these situations. Okay, first of all, universe set for all. Only one set A inside, just you draw a circle labeled as A. This is Venn diagram for this situation. Here also universal set should draw U. Next, A and B. What type of set? Joint or disjoint? Disjoint. Disjoint. So this is A, this is B. This is Venn diagram for this situation. So next, yeah, this is U. A and B are not disjoint, I mean joint sets. This is A, this is B. This is Venn diagram for this situation. Okay. Fourth situation, A comma B comma C are the subsets of U and A intersection B intersection C equal to empty. So we need to draw Venn diagram for this situation. What is easy one? Observe all of you. 3 sets are there, no problem. U, A, B, C all are inside U only, but interesting thing is A intersection B intersections is empty, means no common element between A and B, no common element between B and C, no common element between A and C, means just like this is set A, this is set B, this is set C. This is the Venn diagram for this situation. Okay. Fifth one, A comma B comma C is subset to U and A intersection B equal to empty set, comma B intersection C equal to empty, and A intersection C not equal to empty, not equal to empty. Draw the Venn diagram for this situation. So observe all of you. Yeah, this is U. AB disjoint, BC disjoint, but AC joint, AC joint. Okay. This is A, this is C, they are joint. AC joint. AB disjoint, BC disjoint, means here some I can write B here now. Observe here. AC joint, BC disjoint, AB disjoint. This is the Venn diagram for this situation. Okay, like that you can draw, you can find several. Sixth one, important situation. A comma B comma C is subset to U and A intersection B intersection C not equal to empty. The meaning of at least one element is common for all the three. That is the meaning of this. A intersection B intersection C is not equal to pi, means at least there exists element, one element that is common to all the three sets. Now I want to draw a Venn diagram for this. So this is U, this is set A, set B, set C. A, B, C. So important thing is, students, this area is common for all the three. This area is common for all the three. Yeah, students, our next example, your universe set is given as 1, 2, so on up to 15. A is given as 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. B is given as 3, 5, 9, 11, 14. C is given as 1, 9, 5, 14, 8, 15. Now we want draw a Venn diagram for this situation. This is interesting thing. Observe all of you. Yeah, this is universal set. Okay. First of all, you identify what type of sets ABC. See, A and B, no, common elements are there. A and B are joint. A and B joint sets. B and C, see, they are 9, 9, common. B and C also joint sets. What about A and C? Oh, A and C also joint sets. That means your diagram will be like this. So, first of all, this is A, this is B, this is C. Okay. Students, how to fill, that is important. First of all, you want to fill common for all ABC. After that, you want to fill common for AB, common for AC, common for BC. Like that, we need to fill the elements. Common for all ABC means that is A intersection B intersection C. I will write here. What is, I will use another color. What is A intersection B intersection C? Nana? Common. One is, no, only one common for these two. Yeah, 3 not. 5 is common for 3 here. 5 is common for 3. So 5. 6. No. 7. No. Only 5 is common for all the 3. Observe now. 5 is common for all the 3. Next, AB common I want to write. A intersection B I want to write. What is the common for A and B? A and B. What is the common? 3, 5. 3, 5 common. Only 3, 5. Observe 3, 5. Okay. B intersection C I want. B intersection C. B intersection C. What is 5 common? And I think 9. 5 comma 9. Observe now. 5 comma 9 only. So A intersection C I want next. A intersection C. 5, 9 or anything. 5, 9. Okay. Next A intersection C. Yeah, what is that? 1 common. 1, 5 common. 1, 5 common. So now I want fill none. So interestingly, first of all I want fill this area. So I want use color red to fill this. So what is the intersection? Only 5. Only 5 should write here 5. After A intersection B, what is A intersection B? 3, 5. 3, 5. So here you want write 3, 5. Here you want write 3. Already 5 is filled now. Here just you write 3 now. Next I want fill A intersection C. A intersection C 1, 5. Here you need to write 1, 5. Already 5 is there. You need to write 1 here. So next I want fill BC, B intersection C, that is 5, 9, already 5 is there, 9. Now I want fill A. A means this total is A. This all these elements belongs to A. So what happened? 3 filled already here, see, 5 also filled, okay, 1 also filled. What are rest? 6, 7, you write 6, 7 here. Now I want fill B nana. B I want fill 3, 5, 9. 3, 5, 9 already filled. Just 11, 14 should fill. Next I want fill C nana here. C. So 1, 5, 9 completed. 1, 5, 9 filled. So what are the rest nana? I think B intersection C 14 also there. B intersection C 14 also there. Okay. 14 should write here. B intersection C 14. Sorry. B intersection C 14 also. Okay. Now I want fill C. What happened? 1, 9, 5, 14 completed. Rest elements are 8 and 15. So now I want write the element outside A union A and B and C. So what are the remaining elements? 1 filled already. Yeah, what 3 filled? I will write here 1 filled, 3 filled, 5 filled, 6 filled, 7 filled, 8 filled, 9, 10 not filled, 11, 14 and 15. Remaining elements should write outside. What are the remaining? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Somewhere I saw 13. 13 also not filled outside. 13, 14 filled, 15 filled. So this is the Venn diagram for this situation. Okay students. Okay students. Okay, so next part is very important for us. That is name of shaded region. Yeah, this is very important. So first one, a Venn diagram is given, we want name that, what is that portion. This is U given, this is A given, and this is filled, shaded. What you call shaded region means I can say shaded region is equal to A. Questions. Second one, this is A, this is U. So this interesting example, we want name the shaded portion, or indirectly you want find the points which are in shaded region. What happened? Total points from U, A are removed, no? Just like from region U, the region A is removed, just like U minus A. What you call U minus A complement. So the shaded region, which color? Okay, no problem. The shaded region is represented by A complement. Very important. So what is the title here? Name of the shaded regions, or region, that is not big problem. So what is the name of shaded regions? I can say A. So what is the name of shaded regions? I can say A complement. From total universal region, A circular region is removed, but the remaining, that is shaded, no, that is U minus A complement. Very important, students. Third one, this is A, this is B, AB, U. Yeah, interesting thing is here this is shaded. What is the name of the shaded region? A shaded, B shaded, A intersection B all shaded. So this is called A union B. A shaded region named by A union B. Okay, fourth one. This is A, this is B, this is unal set. Okay, so what happened? This portion is only shaded. What you call that? That is important. That portion is common for both A and B, no? Then I can say that the shaded portion is A intersection B. A intersection B. Okay, so fifth is important. Okay, students, listen now. Fifth one. Okay, yeah, this is A, this is B, A, B intersection. Students, once again I am saying this is very important. What is the name of the shaded region? What part is shaded? Just like from A, this portion is removed, or from A, B is removed. So the name of the shaded region named by A minus B. From A, B removed, A minus B, R. Okay, so what you call A intersection B complement, R. Only A, I can say, only A. Only A differs from only A. Here two circles are intersect each other. This point belongs to A. This point belongs to both A and B. For example, this AB. This point belongs to both A and B. This point belongs to only A, you can say. This point belongs to A also, no? This point also A only. What is the difference between these 2 points? This point belongs to A and B. This point belongs to only A. That's why the points which are in the shaded region are said to be points which are in only A. So only A, or sometimes called A minus B, or sometimes called A intersection B complement. Very important, students. So why I am saying very important, all the results, all the statements of set theory you can prove by using Venn diagrams only. What I wrote here, A minus B, okay, this shaded portion is A minus B, okay. only A also. Okay, but what is this? What is that? A intersection B what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? A intersection B complement. So I want to show you what is A intersection B complement geometrically. Observe now, this is very important, very important. So I want shade A intersection B complement. This is special. A intersection B complement is given. I want shade. How to shade? First of all, shade A with a different color and shade B complement with a different color. The intersection only A intersection B complement. Okay. Assume that A and B are joint sets. Nana. This is A. This is A. First of all, shade A. I want shade A. A shaded. See, A shaded. Yeah. Next, shade B complement. B complement. This is set. This is B. B complement. This one only. No. Put outside B only. B complement. From you B complement. So I want shade B complement with vertical lines. B complement. B complement except B everything, no? B complement. Okay, so identify what is the intersection of horizontal lines and vertical lines. Horizontal lines represented by A, vertical lines represented by B complement. Their intersection grid portion, no? Intersecting point of this grid portion. Identify where is that grid portion. So I will show you with color. So grid portion, identify grid portion. This is grid portion. Observe now. This is grid portion. In this area we have intersecting lines. What do you call that? Actually, what do you call that? A minus B only. No, that's why A intersection B complement also known as A minus B or only B. Sorry, A intersection B complement means A minus B or only A. Important. Okay, sixth one. Yeah, sixth one. AB U. So what they shaded, this area only shaded. What you call that? I can say B minus A, or I can say B intersection A complement, or I can say only B. Okay, friends. Okay. Seventh one. I will write in next page seventh one because this is important. This is also important. Okay, observe here. This is A, this is B, this is U. Yeah, now I want name the shaded portion. So the shaded this. So what you call that? That is interesting thing. A minus B and B minus A should be union. I can write the shaded portion is A minus B union B minus A. Or another words I can say that from A union B, from total A union B, this portion is removed, A intersection B. Okay, A minus B union B minus A or A union B minus A intersection B is known as symmetric difference between two sets. This is known as symmetric difference between two sets A and B, and it is denoted by A delta B. Now onwards, A delta B means symmetric difference between two sets, that is A minus B union B minus A, or I can say A union B minus A intersection B. So the remaining Venn diagrams we will learn in the next part.